Now it's time to learn what functions are. Functions are the core of JavaScript. A function is essentially a piece of code that we can reuse over and over again. The way functions work in JavaScript is as follows. First, you start off by declaring the function. This is the syntax for how we declare a function in JavaScript. First, we start off by using the function keyword. Then we give our function a name, followed by 2 brackets, and then lastly, a pair of parentheses. We name our functions just like variables, so they can be called whatever you want them to be as long as you follow the same rules you would follow if you were to name a variable. In the parentheses, we simply add our code we want to run. So after we put our code in here, let's call the function and make that function run. If we wanted to call the function we have declared earlier, we simply write the following code. We type out the function name as follows. Now what this does is it'll call upon the function that we declared earlier and output the code that we entered in the code block. Let's save this and see what happens. We can see here that our function now runs to the page. To give you a better example of how this works, let's copy this and call upon our function many times in our script. So now, whenever we want this particular code to run, all we got to do is call the function. If you run our program, we can see that our code is entered over and over again. This is really cool for pieces of code that we can reuse over and over and over again in our programs. As you work more with JavaScript and you work with more libraries such as jQuery, you will see that there are many functions that other people make that we can use in our programs to make our JavaScript programs more easier to code and more powerful.